Admiral Havelock and Lord Pendleton are in the courtyard. I expect they'll want to congratulate you.
Hello and welcome everybody, this is just Learbox, and just in time for more Dishonored. In the last episode, we finished up our first mission, exiling Campbell from the ranks of the Overseers, rather than killing him, in my opinion a fate worse than death, and escaping the premises. This is what we focused on in the last episode. And in this episode, we're going to be walking around the Hound Pip's hub, talking to the Loyalists. I think we're going to be talking
My uncle's been killed, hasn't he? I know he never came back from the meeting with High Overseer Campbell. I don't know why I expected anything else.
Huh. I thought we saved her uncle. That... Oh, it didn't say in the mission statement whether or not we did. Oh, we didn't. Dang.
This is going to work. We have to take down the
I don't think it...
and all of his key out. You know that.
Man, that kind of sucks. I thought we...
Hopefully the High Overseer is the first step.
And we must...
So, yeah, that kind of sucks. Let's see if we have any... Nah. I think I'm gonna save up for agility next, because I like having a double jump, well, a high jump, I should say. I don't know if there's a rune. Before we continue on with the Loyalists, I'm gonna go get that rune real quick. It's not too far. It's not too hard to get anyway.
Somewhere in the basements below, Hound kills Hound, and money changes hands.
No, someone had... Oh, so there's a reason this is called the Hound Pip's hub. So we have a new rune. We're gonna go ahead and upgrade agility. So now we can... Oh, level 2 we can sprint much faster. Now we can jump higher by holding spacebar. So you basically get a double jump just by, and all we have to do is hold spacebar. Whoa. Okay, one thing I should probably warn you about in the water. Occasionally you'll run into these little scoundrels right there. You can see that one. These little fish that will basically act like piranhas in a way. They're basically the mice of the fish in this game. They're the mice of the sea. Not the mice of the fish. That's weird. They're the rats of the sea, as far as this game goes. And so yeah, they are pretty much annoying, and they keep you out of the water in some missions. So they travel in smaller groups, and they're easier to avoid. Ah! I say that as I have trouble getting out. But anyway, let's not worry about the fish right now. Let's worry about getting back on track. And talking to the Loyalists.
You did it! Somehow you took down the High Overseer Campbell against the odds. I knew you were our man, Corporal. With Campbell gone, we've hurt the Lord Regent immeasurably. And with Martin back, we'll have the finest strategist alive.
The Lord Regent must be shitting himself in Dunwall Tower.
Yes, and Campbell's journal, let's not forget. Our hope is that in these encoded pages, the location and condition of Emily Kaldwin can be discovered. Our entire movement will mean nothing if we can't place the rightful heir on the throne. We must act fast. No doubt the Lord Regent is holding Emily
missed the first shot.
waiting to reveal her, to step out as the hero and further cement his regency.
If he doesn't bring the young lady forth soon, there will be infighting among the nobles as to who should succeed the Empress.
Yes, time is against us. But now you should take a well-earned rest, Corporal. We will decipher the contents of the High Overseer's journal and share them with later.
Not, actually you could do, either one you do doesn't matter, so we'll go and do that one. Never mind, it doesn't matter. Huh. Sometimes whenever you select one, it lets you, I guess it does this automatically for you. Other times it doesn't, it lets you do it on your own. I cannot remember which one's which. I think this might actually be the last time we are given the option for sleep. But anyway, here we're going to learn about the Weeper, something that we were foreshadowed to earlier in the last episode. By one of our weapons, one of our bone charms, excuse me. But before we do that, I'm going to do a little bit of exploring around here, because we haven't... I really feel kind of like the way this is laid out, like they have like a path up here leading up to the top of this tower. Actually, there's no point to have dark vision. Wow. God, I never upgraded dark vision yet. Follow the spheres, audiograph.
Remember Miriam's wedding, Uncle? Even the cousins were there, in from the farms.
This is
Yours was
Callisto's
the only house big enough for all of us.
room,
The baker
I'm betting.
used 2 carts to bring in all the bread and sweets. 2 carts, full to the brim. I blamed Bradley for stealing the icing balloons on the top of the cake, but you were right, of course it was me. How did you know? But didn't we look fine? So many of us then. And remember when the streamers caught fire? They burned so fast. We all ran screaming, but not you, Uncle. Remember? You found each little fire and put them one by one. I thought you were the bravest man alive. We all did. Uncle Colonel.
I swear we saved him. I do not know how he. Unless I must have used the wrong dart. And not have noticed it. I'm sure like many of you are gonna look back at the video and go like, oh no, you shot him with the regular crossbow, you moron! Didn't you know? Well, sometimes I can't pay attention and my memory sucks. So yeah. I'm not even sure that's. I know most of the comments I get are pretty easy going, so they're pretty nice. They're pretty nice comments, pretty short. I've gotten one negative comment. I think we've listened to that, just in case. You'll see here in a sec. Oh no, we haven't. That's a new one. Okay.
As yet, I have said little of my brothers Morgan and twins. They are.
That was an item to pick up. Sorry.
Morgan is the larger of the 2 brutes by a slight bit. From earliest memory, they abused me in every way. I'm not the first to claim their elder siblings were cruel, but my suffering was unique. I promise you.
You're lucky I
At the
keep
tender
you
age
on.
of
It is
5,
every
they
citizen's
tied me
duty
to crib.
to
This
report
place
criminal
is
speech
Oh my God!
action.
Collected over
The state
several weeks.
depends
that
on
so?
you.
My house
In
and
any
my
case,
breathing
you
were
can't
muffled by
dismiss
a
me.
blanket.
I went through the
And
books
so it
this
was
morning.
hours before the nurse found me, barely alive. I had kicked a few serpents to a pulp and others had slithered away. But not before I'd been bitten a dozen times or more on my legs, arms, and face. The wounds kept me convalescing for months while those 2 got away with barely a tongue lashing. Wallace! Bring me wine. Tomorrow I will regale you with the special gift they gave me on my 10th birthday party.
It seems like Pendleton had some issues with his brother.
I know the Golden Cat.
Not as a patron, mind you. I designed some specialized devices for them. I kept the blueprints, if anyone is curious.
Don't. I brought you tea as a courtesy to a colleague. I won't make that mistake in the future.
I'm sorry, I only thought Never mind what I thought. Thank you for the tea.
I have to get back to the Admiral. He has news for me.
It seemed like we kind of got into an awkward conversation there with Piero and Callisto.
Corvo, my friend, do you need ammunition or weaponry? Would you like me to craft something for you?
Okay, so earlier in the last mission, we had gotten some blueprints for Sokolow's Elixir. Actually, I think that's it. So now we can buy Sokolow's Elixirs all we want from Piero. They're going to be cheaper than anywhere else we can buy them, because, you know, Piero is basically one of the members. We don't need any right now. It's always good to not have max, just in case you run into some during the mission. Sleep darts, on the other hand, I'd recommend just kind of going in full stock with sleep darts, because you may have noticed they're kind of rare. Trying to think what I want to do here. I think we went over this last time we looked at Piero's stuff. The bolt and bullet capacity only upgrade to basic ammunition. So it's like sleep bolts and incendiary bolts will not be upgraded. Will still only have a maximum of 10. Or like special bullets, which I think there's only one special bullet I'm aware of, the incendiary bullet. You'll probably most likely never see. Will still be at 10 as well if you upgrade the bullet capacity. So yeah, gonna upgrade bone charm. I'm gonna get one more of those, and I think that'll be it. Let's see, is there anything else? Whoa, getting some frame rate issues. There we go. I think it's loading this area. I think it's loading the area behind. I think I gotta continue on the story to get those. Go Tivian Ore. Workshop key. Did he say anything new?
I'm getting a frequency reverberation that can...
Yeah. Okay, so real quick, I'm gonna, while we explore... Oh, wrong one.
I'm getting a frequency reverberation that confounds some of my experiments.
Such laughter. And they're singing the old songs.
Did not mean to do that. There we go.
Arms.
Keep hitting the wrong buttons. What the heck?
That was from a happier time.
Okay. Now let's try this again. There we go.
I'm getting a frequency reverberation that confounds some of my experiments. I suspect there are some kind of empty chambers beneath this building. In a district this old, anything is possible.
Yeah, that's interesting. Okay, so let's go ahead and continue on with the mission, shall we? We need to talk to Admiral Havelock and learn about the Weeper. Apparently.
Hello, Corvo. I expect Martin will be joining us shortly. I hate to start your day with such a strange matter, but the servants heard something last night, moving through the storm drains beneath the building. Most likely a Weeper, the poor bastard. There's no hope for them once the plague gets that far along. Nothing more than a shuffling corpse full of sickness and insects, if you ask me. I'd appreciate you investigating, just to be sure it's not a nosy guardsman that's getting too close. Here's a key to the hatches. I'd send a servant down there, but they'd die of fear on the spot, I'm afraid. Maybe Piero can concoct some sort of sleep poison for your crossbow if you want to go that route.
So yeah. Okay. Let's go down into the sewers. By the way, the 2 rooms that we saw earlier, this is how we're gonna get to them. Weepers. These are basically this game's version of zombies in a way. Except they're not really dead. They're just super sick with the plague to the point where they're basically might as well not be alive. You can see right there we got the glimpse of one that was just puking. They basically attack you like a zombie, and right there you can see he kind of spits on the infection on us. And he just kind of decides to drown himself. Not that that's going to do anything in all honesty, but here we have 2 rooms in one spot we can get. An ancient note. Sorry, but I won't be here for the next meeting or ever again for that matter. What happened here was unnatural and makes me sick to recall. I'd love to result of our labors here for you to keep, but I expect that the rats will consume it before you return. Oh. Well, that's kind of ominous. Alright, here that's how we get that room. So we got enough to get binge time now. We'll go ahead and get that. So we can slow the world around us for a limited time. At level 2, the time is completely stopped, and they are unaware of us for the duration. So yeah, I want to get that upgrade one more time, I think, before the next mission. Not this mission that we're about to do, but the mission after. Because that's gonna help. That's gonna help me out a lot. Because I kind of suck at that one. Here we have an alternate way we can leave. Or enter for that matter. Let's get some coins. And we're getting some frame rate issues again. There we go. And wow, this is becoming a running thing with this game, isn't it? Just frame rate issues. I have to check and make sure. Okay, so let's try, I guess, there we go. Okay, so, yeah. I'm not sure if you guys are seeing the frame rate issues as bad as I am, or I don't know if I have to fix that up or not, but yeah. If it does, I apologize. If it doesn't, well, I apologize that you're hearing me complain about nothing.
I thought I heard a weeper in there earlier. You're probably the bravest man I've ever met. Overseer Martin has arrived. He's with Admiral Havelock now. They want to talk to you.
Okay. So we go ahead and where's Piero? I want to get some more sleep starts before we start the next mission.
Corvo, my friend, do you need ammunition or weaponry?
Unfortunately, there's no way to skip this dialogue. You're gonna hear it pretty much every time. There we go. And we're getting some low frame rates. This is really starting to get annoying, isn't it? Doesn't matter too long if that's at least good, right?
Corvo, I trust you remember Martin, an overseer before, and perhaps again someday soon.
I owe you thanks for my rescue.
Indeed, you've given us a glimmer of hope, Corvo. Because we've gotten what we wanted from Campbell's journal. You've done it. We know where Emily Caldwin is being held.
The Golden Cat.
That's
of
good.
all places. A bathhouse for aristocrats. Little better than a cursed brothel.
But there's an unfortunate twist.
Well,
It appears that Pendleton's own kinsmen stand in our way. The twins, Morgan and Custis. Not only are they controlling Emily, but they have the controlling parliamentary votes we so desperately need.
Yes, the Pendletons have to die. But most importantly, Emily must be brought here safely so we can protect her until the Lord Regent and his entourage have been dealt with.
okay.
Pendleton's waiting for you on the dock.
Oh.
He's asked to brief you personally. I think it's best.
Well, I don't think Pendleton will mind us, especially if his audiograph was correct about his brothers being, well, you know, as psychotically evil to him as a kid as he makes them out to be. However, I do want to talk to him anyway. You're gonna have to, I believe.
Corvo, a moment if I may.
Oh no! Oh wow, we can actually skip that. Huh.
Corvo, I've asked to speak to you myself. You see, I'm sending you to kill my older brothers, Morgan and Custis. They're horrible men. It's true, as you may have heard, cruel beyond words. Further, my brothers are close allies to the Lord Regent, and as long as they are in Parliament, we cannot gather the votes we'll need to stop the Lord Regent from further consolidating his power. These days, they're best known for exploiting their favor with him to cheat others out of their wealth. Let's just say that not every family evicted and quarantined for having the plague actually has the plague. I warned my brothers in every way I could. I really did. But they never did listen to me. They'll be at the Golden Cat tonight at their usual revels. They'll be protected by the City Watch, so it'll be dangerous. Now go. Please do it before I change my mind.
Heavy drinker, I guess. Okay, so let's go ahead and accept our next mission.
I'll take you to the Golden Cat when you're ready. I've taken Lord Pendleton enough times, believe me.
Oh, so that. We are getting ready to go into our next mission. Going back into the distillery district.
I'll get you as close as I can to the Golden Cat, Corvo. You'll have to go the rest of the way on your own. The entrance is near Holger Square. The main thing is to make sure that little girl, Emily, gets back all safe and sure. Them two Pendletons are there, so I'm guessing there'll be a lot of guards. Slackjaw might have some ideas on helping you get inside the cat, if he don't kill you. This here's his territory. He and his Bottle Street gang hole up at the old Dunwall whiskey factory. They sell the elixir that folks use to fight off the plague. I'll lay low, but keep an eye out for you and the little lady you bring back.
Oh, we may have some
Good luck to
trouble with that.
I know Emily must mean a lot to you. Be careful going up the street.
Okay, so I think we're going to go ahead and end the episode off here for now. So the next episode will be heading back into back into the distillery district after it tells us about chaos, and we are going to at least attempt to talk to Slackjaw. What the heck? What the? Oh! Okay, looks like they got some high security. Okay, so, yeah. We'll be dealing with that in the next episode. So, yeah, the next episode we'll be heading back up to the main district and hopefully talking to the Bottleneck gang and figuring out how to deal with that missile launcher up there. Until then, I'll see you guys later.